Are you ready to stop the self-sabotage and create the life you desire? Well, in order for that to happen, you need to break free from the bad beliefs that are holding your success hostage. You need to optimize the stress by turning it into extra energy for success. And those hurtful habits? Well, we need to give that pain a purpose for progress. Welcome to Stop the Self-Sabotage and Create the Life You Desire podcast. How do you start your morning? For some people, it might be going into their prayer closet. For others, it might be the water closet. And for those of you that are too young to know what that is, that was the polite way of saying the toilet. And for some people, it's the same thing. You know, you got kids, you got a significant other, you got a roommate. Sometimes the only way to get quiet is to go into the bathroom, unless you have a cat. And then their little paws come underneath the door and ask you to open it. But anyways, how do you start your morning? At what point do you face the fear that you've got going on? At what point do you deal with the stress? Because 99 point, what is it? 99.007% of people don't do anything about it. They're just hoping that it will go away at some point. And that's where the challenge is, because that fear, that stress actually is extra energy for success. That's the reason why your heart starts beating faster. That's the reason why your mind goes on alert. It's going, use this energy to do something. And yet most people just suppress and repress, thinking that no, if they focus on what they're going to accomplish for the day, and if that they just keep a positive mindset, that everything will work out. No, it will not. At some point, that fear is going to overwhelm you. And then you're going to go into emotional flooding, because your system is getting swamped and you're going to feel like you're drowning. And it might be something very simple that sets you off. And you're like, what the heck was that all about? My reaction was no way equal to what the trigger was. No, that's just telling you that it was continually building up. So I have an exercise for you. And you're actually going to find, I really go into it a little bit more in depth in my latest master class that is called The Wise Woman. It's all about owning your power and owning your brilliance, owning your success. But this is one of the things that you have to do. You have to own this fear. You have to use it. This stress and this overwhelm, well, you're going to take it and now you're going to use it. So in the master class, I go a little bit more in depth, as well as doing a mini hypnosis session for you to be able to reach greater heights of success with less effort. You can get all the information on that at drewdawnferguson.com/live, as in live your dreams. And you need to know the master classes, they're up there for a week or two, and then I take them down and I'm moving on to the next thing. And you are not going to hear them on the podcast, because there's always a hypnosis session attached to them. And that's my material. I keep it to where you have to register for it, because I know I have other people that come along and listen to some of the things that I'm sharing, and then they use it for themselves in their own business as if they created it. So no, you got to come into my world if you want access to that. But anyway, let's go back to how to start your morning. Ask yourself, what's the one thing that's absolutely stressing me out today? What am I fearing? What am I concerned about? Now, you can do that after your prayer time, after your meditation time, after your grounding and centering time. But then after that, you got to say, okay, this is what it is. This is my brilliance where I'm absolutely outstanding. And by the end of the day, I am going to have taken actions and implemented to get the beginning results on this. It may not be resolved today, but I'm taking the steps. So start doing that and retraining your brain that you truly are the one in control.